Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. Approximately 11:30 in Honolulu, 5:30 in New York City. It is Monday, the 20th day of August, and this is the daily report for gold and silver. Nice showing in both markets today, with silver showing a very, very strong gain. Currently, as you can see, we're well off the highs of the day. 1622 in terms of the high itself was 1623.70. Low 1609, that would be in gold. In silver, we have a 2.5% gain, as you can see, current print on the screen, 28.73, with a high of 28.96 and a low of 27.86 on the day. Interesting move in gold this morning, as we see that it seems, at least on a tentative basis, once again, we have found some sort of resistance roughly at the 1621 area. You can see 1623.40 was the high, but I draw your attention to this last candle. It's a hammer hangman-like candle, but really what we are looking at is the fact that it's got such a long tail. And what that is significant of is the fact that when this market traded during this 30-minute time period, and that's our current print right now, you could see that it came down and it made this low. The low that we're looking at in terms of the cash market would be somewhere around 1615, well off of the highs, but then has come back up and is forming this umbrella type candle. The other thing that I find very interesting is, as we look at this very long correction, we've identified the fact that we do have, without a doubt, a flat bottom. The flat bottom is simply saying that we've gotten very, very good support in this area. And at the same time, we have a descending top. That descending top is creating this really corrective triangle. Compression triangle is what I like to call it. I'm looking at a count of 1, 2, 3, and we're slowly meandering up to the top of this. This is going to be 4. We should get one more leg down if this follows pure Elliott wave count, and then we'll get our final, what's called our thrust. And of course, what our thrust does is it is a strong breakout to the upside. That strong breakout to the upside is where we want to make sure we're positioned to the long side in the market. You know, traders, there can be no doubt we've got an interesting scenario brewing in the marketplace itself. We've had no really strong fundamental news out there that has moved this market, yet we have seen both gold and silver really firm up over the last week and a half. Silver especially, there's obviously a play going on in there. Now, we do have Jackson Hole. That is going to be the annual meeting with the Federal Reserve. That is going to be happening in the upcoming weeks. But what I believe we will witness, and this of course is just speculation, but I think that if we're going to follow straight Elliott wave, I really believe that we'll see this market kind of meander up to the top of this area to complete our fourth wave. This has the actual count 2, 3. This is going to be 4. 5 is going to be a very short clip down, and then we will get our final thrust, as I said, and that's what will propel us and begin this last major impulse wave 5, because if we take a look, this is the top of 3 right here. This is going to be the conclusion of 4 right in here, and then we'll go into the 5th wave. The 5th wave should project us to a new high in the market. Now, silver has been just performing in an excellent way when we consider that it looks as though, when we look at this particular resistance area, and we have pointed this out on a couple of occasions, and this is just at about, call it 28.35, you can see that we have clearly broken well above that particular top. And in terms of the next levels of resistance that we would look for, the first level is going to be right here. This is going to be just above 29. And then we've got another technical area which it could approach, which is going to be about $30. When we take a look at the way that this market, of course, came down, you can always know that what was support will become resistance. The floor and the ceiling, it just simply depends on the vantage point from where you're looking at. So whereas this was very much a resistance area, now that the market has broken above this particular area right in here, this area right here that was formerly resistance should now become support. Our next level of resistance is really going to be at $29 per ounce. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.